Today I'm going to be playing Europa Universalis 4, a game where you can take control of any nation that historically existed in the year 1444, and up until 1821 you can go to war, expand your country, develop your economy, trade with other nations, colonize, and more. But what if you couldn't play a nation that historically existed in 1444? Or better yet, what if those nations that historically existed in 1444 weren't where they're supposed to be? What if France was in South America? What if Korea was in the UK? What if Songhai was in Europe? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be playing one of the most obscure mechanics in EU4, the random nation setup. Let's jump in.
All good things must come to an end, so let's go out with a bang. Parabellum Hegemon is back and we're saying goodbye to EU4 in style. Your favourite players and a new contender are returning for the toughest, most brutal, most crowd-pleasing season of Parabellum ever devised. Lathan Hawk are sick men. I can't believe some of these challenges. Not only that, but for the first time in Parabellum history, you will be taking to the stage. Can our audience beat Floriworry? Will Zlevic take the crown? Or will we have a new final champion? Join us, Flory, Zlevic, the student, Playmaker, Lemon Cake, and you battle it out to become the final EU4 hegemon. Parabellum EU4 Season 3 starts August 27th, 6 PM CEST.
Alright, here we are in Europa Universalis 4. This is what the world looks like in 1444 if you didn't know, and I know what you're thinking. Hawk, how do we find this super obscure mechanic that you just spoke of in the intro? Well, ladies and gentlemen, all you gotta do is go down here into options and then into custom setup. Now, some of you may be familiar with the fact that custom setup relates more to custom nations, basically creating a nation and putting it anywhere in the world and you can play with whatever you like, but this is where we tweak those settings. Now, all you gotta do to do what I just said in the intro is go to this one right here, Nations, and select Random Setup. After that, for random nations, after we've just made them random, we're gonna go historical and accept. And just like that, the world map gets depopulated for everyone. Now, all you gotta do is create a custom nation anywhere on the map, jump in as that nation, and everyone else in the world will appear. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a random nation down somewhere in the world where we won't influence world politics too much. We'll jump in as them, and then I'll hop out, explore the map, and see who we actually play. Because let's face it, we could be playing as Japan over in Sweden. Alright, here we are as Kitkehaki, a nation that I've just placed down randomly in the middle of North America, not to influence world politics too much, and I think that's Leon. That is Leon from Iberia, just north of us, the totemist tribe of Leon. They have their own national ideas, they have their own missions, but that is pretty much what we can expect. We have Mogulistan, Chagatai, located over in Central America. Well, isn't that wonderful? Well, I'm just gonna go and turn off Terra Incognita right here because I want to take a look at Europe, and it's wonderful. Yeah, we have Xen, we owning pretty much the entirety of the Balkans. We got Kashmir in France. We got Ottawa in Iberia. The Great Yuan in Russia. Isn't that wonderful? We got Yao in Finland. Iraq in Scotland. Yes, Trebizond in Egypt. Crete over here. Yeah, this is wonderful. Mallorca, Estonia is in India. Yeah, Venice is in China, as expected. Sure. Yeah, there's nothing I can't expect anymore over here. Yeah, this is France and Persia. This is something. Okay, let me try and find an interesting nation with like strong national ideas in a weird position and in a weak situation. Oh yeah, something I also did is random province development. So for example, yeah, we got I don't know, Constantinople is 6 dev. Let's see something else. Lucca is 2 dev. I probably shouldn't have done this one, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this one. Oh my god, most of the provinces in the world are like 3 dev, Jesus Christ. Either way, what I have found, ladies and gentlemen, is Hindustan, located in northern France right here. Hindustan is a nation, if you don't know, you gotta own like most of India to create it. It's like, you know, the Muslim version of India, if Bharat is the Hindu version. And they got some absolutely insane national ideas and a really good mission tree. They're in a pretty weak spot, so why not jump in as Hindustan in France? And yeah, the HRE does exist, by the way. Yan from China is the emperor. Alright, here we are as Hindustan, man. We do start off with 34 dev. That's actually pretty good. 3 dev, our capital is 12 dev, and this province is 19 dev, which is very nice. Let me actually turn off debug mode right here. So, you know, decently powerful, I gotta say. Hindustani ideas, plus 20% national manpower, plus 10% gov cap, discipline as a finisher. In the meantime, 15% infantry combat advisor discount, minus 5 years of separatism, yearly legitimacy, land fire damage, missionary strength, and dev discount. And we got, actually we don't got unique missions, but the national ideas are really strong. Okay, what should be our goal for this campaign? Maybe, yeah, let's try and own the entire region of France. This is going to be tricky, especially with the Holy Roman Emperor of Yan being present right here. I wonder who's the Emperor of China in that case. And the #1 great power in the world is Senwi, Yuan. Then we got Yuan. I don't know where these other guys are, but I guess we'll have to catch up. Alright, so obviously the first order of business should be us trying to fight Luristan. Luristan, by the way, is a vassal of Ajam in a regular game. Let's go ahead and be an autocracy. Sure, why not? I wonder if the releasables are still there. They're not. No one else has cores on any provinces. Okay, making a little bit of money. Let's do the estate setup and see if we can, like, insta-fight these guys, because Kashmir is quite a lot more powerful than us. Okay, estate stuff done. Since we're Catholic, where is the Pope, actually? The Pope doesn't exist? Yeah, I don't think he exists. Okay, maybe someone will pop him out. Let's see, government forms? Can someone release him? Yeah, these green guys should be able to release him. I think he might pop out of Strasbourg right here. Okay, I've started building up the army and I've secured alliances with Punjab and Rajkot, 2 southern French nations that I want them to help me versus Kashmir and Ouchi. It's interesting that I know where everyone is pretty much located. So Hindustan, I just told you. Luristan, I told you as well. Kashmir, northern India. Shu is a releasable from China. Zaporozhye, releasable from Lithuania. Then we got Ouchi, which is in Japan. Punjab, releasable in North India. Champa, Southeast Asia. Rajkot is in India as well. Tonga as well. You guys know where Tonga is. Friesland is right over here. Jared is located just right here. Camilla Roy is a nation in Australia. Lunenburg is like right there. Kaffa is like in Ethiopia. These guys are in North America. I play too much EU4. And main trade node is the English channel. That's good. We should probably collect right there and transfer from here. Why are they in Lubeck and the... what the hell? Oof. Meanwhile, Kashmir has allied Tonga and Zaporozhye. Both seem... yeah, Tonga is seemingly powerful. Obviously, we can't know how powerful anyone really is because the dev is messed up, but obviously if someone is big, they're big. Alright, built up a spy network on Luristan and put up the free company. There's built the force limit so we gain claims. Of course, I spied for no reason. Oh! They have no allies. This is awesome, dude. There we go. First war started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's expand into Brittany. You know what? Hussite Kazakh? I believe it. Hussite Athens? I believe it as well. Okay, that's a wrap on Luristan right here. There's a full annex on them. Not that much aggressive expansion, which is good. So that's a pretty good start. But now the only nation we can realistically fight is Kashmir right here. They've acquired another ally, I think. Who did they ally? Zaporozhye, Sadia. Sadia is located right there. Tiny little Sadia. Okay, they're in India as well. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky fighting them, man. We need help from our... but they both do not hate Kashmir. My allies are worthless. They don't want to help, man. Oh, this is tough, boys. This is tough. Okay, we're gonna have to chill a little bit and work on the inner workings of our nation. I found Ming! I found Ming. It's a one-province minor in the Maghreb. Castile didn't start off too far off from their home, man. That's interesting. Okay, the Renaissance did spawn after all in Corsica. I thought it couldn't spawn on an island. What the hell? Yeah, this is, interesting. At least it's still in Italy. Whew. Well, my ally Punjab declared on who? On Rajkot. I did break the alliance with these guys and allied these guys instead. And It seems to have backfired. Yes, I just allied Lithuania, that's in Germany right here, because they've rivaled Kashmir, that's in France. Yeah, definitely not making as much money as we would with a normal province values right here, but with Tech 4 taken everywhere, I can definitely full state Brittany right here and reduce autonomy. That should help a little bit. Ochi here would help versus Kashmir. I think with them and Lithuania, this is doable. Let's curry favors with the boys. And yes, Lithuania is a republic, apparently. I love Duke Edmund I Grey of Tibet. This is Tibet. Wait, cultures are the same, right? Okay, yeah, cultures are the same. Yeah, the whole Catholic thing really got messed up, man. There's like no one has cardinals because no one can grant cardinals, and the guys that do start off with cardinals aren't here. The Chia Mosquito. Yep. Will the Italian guys leave the HRE? How many members are there? There's about the same amount of guys in the HRE, actually. That's interesting, yeah. 82 member states. Yeah, that's about the same. All right, so like this, we've got about the same 32k versus 33k. If we focus on Zaporozhye first, I can't get to them. There's a level 2 fort in the way. Yeah, I was gonna say we knock these guys out one by one, but I guess the main focus is gonna be on Kashmir. And then once we get through them, go down to Tonga. Yeah, we gotta expand because we're losing too much money. So I'm just gonna take out a couple of more loans right here, get the free company back up. Let's raise army maintenance, turn on forts, and it's time to fight our main rival for now, Kashmir. Hey, radical reforms coming in at a great time, to be honest. There we go. There's a lot of points for us. All right, well, time to declare on Kashmir, folks. Let's call in the boys. I'm gonna declare for Picardy. Oh, there's another mission after we started that war. Trustworthy allies. Sure, very nice. Okay, Ouchi's got a really strong general. That might be of help. And, you know, honestly, man, because of the province dev and stuff like that, you can't really tell how powerful someone is just based on their size, right? For example, Lithuania got its ass beat by Zaporozhye. Okay, tier 2 got reform time. Let's go with strength and noble privileges. Took super long to siege this fort, but we can finally knock out Zaporozhye like this. Okay, I knocked out Zaporozhye and Sadia right here, but Ochi also got knocked out. We're pretty close to piecing out Tonga right here, and after that, we're gonna go back up to Kashmir. Alright, folks, pretty tough war, but honestly, thanks to the boys, Lithuania, we did this. Okay, let's piece out Kashmir and take their valuable land right here. So I do want to get Picardy. We probably also want to pick off their coastline, and then let's do up to, oof, that's actually quite a lot. This is a really high def province main right here, yeah, as we can tell. Okay, maybe not this, but and this is like a weird border over here. Okay, maybe Valois is also a high dev province. This is low dev, this is low dev, and then Maine and Anjou maybe? Yeah, I'm actually satisfied with this for now, but like that, we can still only fight them. So maybe it's worth it more to do something like this and border Ouchi as well, who I can break my alliance with and fight them as well. Yeah, like that, we open up another front. So this is what I'm gonna take. Let's get war ups and let's get their money as well. Okay, that was a pretty significant war. Let's take that mission, expand Hindustan. Let's reduce war exhaustion, core these provinces up, and also let's go ahead and dev up the Renaissance in our capital here. Another mission, high income, sure, not that our income is that high, and also global dominance. We are globally dominant, apparently. That is excellent. Encourage dev is active. Let's expand infrastructure. And I'm just going to push it up to 30, man. I don't think we're going to dev it all the way. There's no need here, really. There we go, up to 30 in every category. And after this, well, let's sink a couple of more Diplo points in there, like that. Kashmir has been declared on, I think, by Anilko right here. So, yeah. Yeah, Ottawa is a junior partner of Samske. Sure. You know, we got the Iberian wedding even without Castile and Aragon, folks. That's wonderful. They're still here. These guys are actually still here. Oh my god, I didn't see if they were here from the start, man. They probably were, right? I don't think anyone else was here. Dude, imagine a world where everyone gets priest randomly. The Mamluks end up exactly where they are. Obviously way smaller, but these guys are probably in probably would be in the best position if dev was as is, or maybe Senwi still would be the most powerful, but yeah. Hey, Renaissance is here. Let's take out a couple of loans to embrace it. There it is. There's admin 5, Diplo 5, Mill 6, Hindustan's ideas, man, they're really good for like militaristic expansionist style gameplay. So I'm just gonna lean into that, man, by taking quality ideas right here. It gives us more discipline, more combat ability. We're probably gonna use a little bit of boats as well. So I think that's a really good starter for them, and we can yeah, focus on mill, honestly. Focus on mill, yeah. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now let's see where our next expansion opportunities lie. So we border Anilko now, who's actually in the HRE, but the Emperor Yan won't defend them. So only Jared, Otomo, and Mohawk will come in. And they're all not that strong. Yeah, they're all not that strong. We just need to wait Lithuania to chill a bit, and then I'll declare. We just need 3 provinces from them. Yeah, only Valois, Reims, and Verdun. 2 of which are really high dev, but still. Oh no, actually, we need Metz as well. We probably can't take all 4 in one war, let's be real here. It's probably gonna have to be 2 and then 2. Okay, let's go in on Anilko right here. I am gonna call in Lithuania. Hey, faceting, nice. Ah, damn, Lithuania actually got pieced out, and they lost like 3 provinces. Frick, this is gonna be tricky. Based on the amount of forts, I got another level 3-1. Alright, taking everything I need is 64 aggressive expansion. The HRE would go crazy on me, so I am gonna peace out now just for Valois and Reims right here, and then we're gonna get Verdun and Metz later on. So yeah, we can't be too aggressive here, man. Even with these provinces having less dev than they normally do, we're still expanding pretty hard, and a lot of guys are mad. So maybe we need to go back home and work on the economy a little bit. I've become a great power, really, with just that? Yeah, we have just 150 dev. There we go. I mean, I gotta admit, there are some really high dev provinces right here, which I didn't know about. Maine, Cayenne, which I dev'd up. These are like actually regular, which is nice. Yeah, these 2 are pretty high as well. These are normal. We really only got about 1, 2, 3, 4 really bad ones. I can't believe there are like 3 and 2 dev, man. This one especially. I do need new allies, though. I do need new allies, man. Lithuania, yeah, they fricked off as well. Lots of powerful guys in England, but they won't really be of help. I need to check out these guys as army size when looking to ally them, really. What about these guys? Yeah. Maybe Samske? No, they don't like me. Frick it, no allies then. But we can start putting down buildings. So yeah, let's get some marketplaces going, man. Actually making money now with lowered army maintenance and turned off forts. Oh my god, that inflation is crazy. Tier 3 gov reform time. Let's go with centralized monarchical bureaucracy for our next expansion route, man. We can take a look at these guys, but no, actually these guys, Ngati Kahunguni? Gunu? These guys are from New Zealand, obviously. They're kind of annoying, but Zaporozhye, after their alliances have switched, and these 3 provinces that we need from them aren't actually really that high dev. They're actually pretty normal. We could go for these 3, man. Yeah, we could go for those 3. I really don't know how to get people influence here with no one doing thingies. Tell these guys to establish communities as well. That'll help with AE. Meanwhile, Xenui has really expanded over here. Why aren't they fighting the Isles? I have no idea, but yeah, they got lots of claims, man. The powerful nations, they just keep getting more powerful. Well, Sicily is sure in a great spot. All right, got Cav combat ability, so we're already at 25% infantry and 10% cavalry right here. That does mean it's time to declare on Zaporozhye. I was just waiting on admin tech 6 or whatever. So yeah, let's declare for Calais. Or actually for their capital, and we'll try and take these 3. Oh, look, they are, I think, a Citrata government type. Yeah, these are like the Republic Horde guys, by the way. I've played them in releasables. Extremely fun playthrough. Check them out if you haven't. But yeah, they're emanate. Really powerful government reform right here. New Emperor? Who's the new Emperor? Is it still Yan? Oh, they've oh my god, dude. I gotta take so much from them, man. Look, the Emperor. They didn't start off that powerful, and actually they've gotten coalition, but this is gonna be annoying. Maybe this goal was harder than I thought. I thought conquering all of France would be easy, but starting as a 3-province minor, apparently not. And they're willing to accept. Let's get out before, you know, we get even more sieged. Perfect. So there's 3 more provinces acquired. We can actually start fortifying up here from the north and stuff like that now, because we do want to get protected from the HRE guys in case we get coalition. But aggressive expansion is lower with these guys down here. Truce with Ouchi is up. However, they do have 1 trillion allies. I gotta start playing with allies. It's not doable without them, man. Thing is, like I've said many times, it's hard to know who's actually powerful. Well, I have allied the HRE Emperor. Nice. Let's do a little bit of deving now since, yeah, man, we really gotta start bumping things up. We are maxing Diplo almost. Alright, after smacking down a bunch of buildings and our economy somehow being worse than it was, I think it's because I put down cannons, it's time to move on with our wars because everyone is willing to help us out with Ouchi. Now, they've got 1 million allies, but I've got 1 million allies as well. So, we're declaring for Anjou, calling in Lithuania, Champasak, Tokugawa, and Yan, fighting Ouchi, Friesland, Maguindanao, Malgana, Ngati, Kahu, Ngunu, and Itowa. I love these wars. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, interdimensional cable from Rick and Morty. Okay, war is proceeding very well. I knocked out 2 of their allies, or 1. They knocked out Tokugawa, but look! Newborn daughter! It's not a talented ambitious heir, but it is 5-4-6, dude. Hell yeah. Do we really not have an heir? Alright, that's an unconditional from these guys. No need to peace out anyone else. So I really want to take stuff over here, man. So we can border like Friesland and Tonga. And actually, these aren't expensive provinces. That one is. These are like super cheap. Look at this, dude. And then that, yeah, that's an expensive one. Do we take Rethelwa? These are an ally. It's not that expensive, but at least I'll save a war. And then Bar 2. This is actually a lot of land, man. I think we'll do this. Yeah, take that other fort as well. Okay, that was a hefty war, boys, and I'm very satisfied with that for now. I guess we'll leave the Emperor guy last, man. I guess we'll leave the Emperor guy last, since he is a good ally for now, and we're probably gonna... he's really not that powerful, but he is pretty powerful. Okay, over on this side, if we analyze here, we need this from the Emperor, then these 2 from Anilko, and then it's just stuff versus Tonga, Friesland, Lüneburg, and Camilla Roy down here. Okay, yeah, some of these guys gotta be next. Okay, cool. Let's go back, chill some more, core all of these provinces up. That's very juicy. Still ahead, excellent, pretty close to admin 7. I'm very satisfied with that, man. Now, still number 8 on the Great Powers list. What the hell are these other guys doing? Damn, Assembly's actually grown a lot. I think they started with like 300-400 dev. Yuan too. Yo, I wonder if you can form guys in this way. Hindustan, of course, it can't. I don't think it's an endgame tag and stuff like that. But can we form? I don't know, Byzantium or something? I mean, they are a Greek culture, right? They should be primary Greek. Let's see. No, they're primary Bulgarian. I think Bulgaria is formable too. Yeah, their capital is here. Yeah, I wonder, but no, the guys you normally form exist, right? Biz probably exists somewhere. We just can't find them. You know what? I'll reveal the map again at the end and see if we can try and find some guys. Should probably promote some cultures as well, since I'm primary Norman. Now, it is time for our second idea group. I was thinking about going with something like money-making related, right? Infrastructure would be really good because we do want to dev as well. We do want to put down buildings. Economic is decent as well. It meshes really well with our national ideas. Or actually, no, we don't have goods produced. Interesting. Yeah, admin efficiency is better than state's governing costs and stuff like that. I am going to go infrastructure, yeah. When can we focus on admin? In just about 3 years. Cool. Yaka over here is pretty large, allied to France, expanding into the Mamluks. I think they're the number... they're the number 6 great power. Yeah, okay, not as powerful as I thought they were. Not everyone still has, Renaissance. Oh, and colonialism. Wait, who's gonna colonize? You know, there's actually a chance colonialism doesn't spawn unless... Yeah, look, Castile didn't take exploration expansion. Just because, well, they are Sunni, actually. Yeah, who's gonna explore? Admin ideas. Maybe Iberian guys? No, infrastructure. Tokugawa? Humanist. Iraq? Lotharingia is in Iceland. Rap on quality. Another mission, build buildings, nice. Tier 4 government reform time, I guess we're staying Catholic Hindustan, everyone, so let's go with lands for the church. See, the dilemma I'm in right now is that Yan right here has relations with a lot of guys I want to fight. It's not like I can't fight them, but they are decently powerful and I don't want to get that alliance broken, so perhaps it's best to go in on Ouchi or Friesland right here. Yeah, I'm gonna spy on Friesland. Let's hold off on Yan and their allies, and of course these guys are in the HRE. That's why they'll defend them, so let's spy on these guys. Okay, going in on Friesland now. They do have allies, but I also have allies. Let's see what we can do with them. There's the declaration. I have no idea how dev their provinces are, but this is good. This is good. Actually, the cheaper the provinces, I don't know why I've been moping, man. The cheaper the provinces, the faster we can take all of this, right? So it's good that I'm playing with this. Yeah, 3 dev, 3 dev, 3 dev, 5 dev. Okay, this one is high. Yeah, but everything else is super cheap, man. Province war score cost is 73, so these guys are technically full annexable here. Let's just see what we can do. Okay, there we go. These two allies are out. The only guy that's left is So. Interesting that, So, you know, the island pirate guys from Japan that they spawned on islands again. I don't think they're pirates now. No, they're not. They're not. But, yeah, still, they're on an island. How do we piece these guys out, though? None of us really have navies. Oh, that's us. Actually, we do have navies. By the way, we have Sardinia, Piedmont in Madeira and the Azores and Palau on these islands. Well, I can see more of these guys and they're absolutely huge. Baluchistan is in... Well, where is this? China? Kuch is big. Doti. Yeah, such minor and irrelevant nations, man, actually doing big plays. Zulu! Zulu is like almost in the same spot that they're in usually. I wonder if they were here from the start or if they spawned, because, listen, if we got someone like Lotharingia, who doesn't exist in 1444, then it makes sense for these guys to exist too, right? Found Scotland. Oh, unconditional. Okay, let's see. I've occupied everything. This is nice! Perfect! There we go, man. Friesland is out as well. Excellent. That's not even that bad aggressive expansion-wise, and we can upgrade to a kingdom. Dope, 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 dope. Okay, let's core that up. Let's put down some fort. Actually, there is a fort there. We can keep all of these. I did build up 2 more over here. Yeah, but now it's Yan. Actually, no. Let's wipe out Ouchi since it's only a white piece, and then we'll get into like the allies of Yan and you know the HRE members and whatnot. But man, just another thing about this dev thing that pisses me off is if you had this as any real nation over here, or if dev was as is, we'd probably be running a 40-50k stack by now. It's 14.99, man. And Yan broke the alliance with me. Oh well. Alright, I have stated everything. Now we just need to wait for, well, I was gonna say a lot of admin points, but apparently not. They're all so cheap. Starting ruler, by the way, finally died, and we have Nasiha, the first, the Neufville, in charge. She's pretty good. Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering, yeah, I am lowering autonomy, man. I am. I've been doing it this whole time. And the Protestant Reformation has spawned here in Chiaha. Excellent. What about colonialism, though? We might not get colonialism this game. Or, I don't know. Yeah, no, none of the guys that are supposed to be doing it are doing it. I can't. There's no way for me to find out if someone is doing it except for just clicking on every nation and checking, you know? And the Emperor of China is Larakia. No tributaries, though. Oh, wait, there's Daiviet right here. Then why the hell doesn't it show? Oh, there it is. Okay. Nice to see Wallachia, the Shahdom, sorry, of Wallachia doing nice in Persia. There we go. Alençon, Hamburg. Some Italian guys did end up leaving the HRE, right? Yeah, the Shadow Kingdom still happened. Okay, well, truce with Ouchi is up. Let's go ahead and probably full annex these guys. Well, that must have been the easiest war so far. Yeah. Yeah, actually not bad. Okay, there's a full annex on Ouchi. Perfect, man. We really only gotta fight, yeah, 4 more guys to get all of France. Now, depending on these guys' dev down here, let's analyze their provinces. Yeah, most of them are cheap. That's 1 war. This is obviously 1 war. This is 1 war. And then, if we take a look at Yan right here, yeah, this is probably also 1 war as well. They really only got 1 expensive province. Okay, 4 more wars by the looks of things, folks. Yeah, these are like super expensive because obviously we have them, some of the provinces are already in states, but we're chilling, man. We're chilling. I like this quite a lot, boys. It's such a funny thing to do as well, man. Like, just putting everyone randomly, right? You know, obviously there's no, like, oh my god, Ming owns this, right? Like, but that's the fun part, I feel like super powerful guys. Like, Ming was an OPM here. Senwi, man, owning all of this. It's fun. Yeah, colonialism, still no news. Might as well take tech. Oh shoot, look, Yan isn't willing to defend Lüneburg. Yeah, they're in debt. We should spy on them. Alright, built up 2 claims on these guys. Let's see, is Yan still no. No, of course it changed. Of course it changed. Okay, so might as well... there we go. Perfect. This is only 3 provinces anyway. It's more useful if we could do this on a on an HRE guy, actually. Yan not helping, but it's still the same. Okay, let's go in for just 3 provinces right here, man. I'm actually also going to start my golden era here because, yeah, the age of discovery is about to end. And they're already willing to accept. Perfect. There we go. We got the south on lock as well, boys. Oh, what the hell? Look at this. Yeah, it's pretty much all of Nilko's allies. There are 5 of them, and then all of Yan's allies. Oh my god, dude. 100k troops? I can't win that. I guess it's better to fight Yan first, but damn, this is actually complicated. Hold up. Kalundwe. Let's try and link with Kalundwe and Oldenburg. Meanwhile, we've climbed up to number 3 on the GP list, just behind Senmu and Yuan. And look, man, every nation in the world is deving, yo. Every nation is deving. There doesn't seem to be like any more when we open up the map at the start, right? There was like green ones, yellow ones, red ones, and black ones. There are no black provinces anymore, which signify, I guess, like 2 dev provinces, or maybe just the map is messed up at the start. But yeah, I think everyone's bumped them up from 2 dev provinces as far as I can tell. So nations are developing. It's not just me. Other guys are doing it too. And look, Senwi has started expanding in Anatolia as well. These guys are really strong, man. Be honest in the comments here. Does this look like some sort of fantasy mod to you? Or do you recognize enough nations to where it's just, yep, that's EU4, alright, except everyone's in the wrong spot? Leave a comment. Oh, luck! Luck! Yan is in debt! They will not defend Lüneburg. We gotta go immediately. Obviously now, because we're maxing so often, because there's no colonialism yet, by the way, still. Because of that, we're maxing. We can actually pour a lot of those points in developing stuff, man. Yeah, getting some provinces up to like, shoot, 3 in the categories that we're maxing on. Pretty much like this. Yeah, and they're not really, oh, I bumped that up to 5, and they're not really that expensive either, you know? Nice, we can make some guys end alliances with Yan here too. We're almost done. Tier 5 governor form time. We do have this, the Company of the Ordnance or whatever, which is a unique, semi-unique French one. Honestly, not that useful. I think I'd rather go defensive stance here. And we're officially done. That will be a full annex on Lüneburg. Ooh, quite a lot of aggressive expansion. That, why? Yeah, they got some high-ish dev provinces. I don't know. I really don't want to do this war again, man, because Yan might be able to defend them next time. So I think we just lock this down, and if we do get coalition, we'll just chill for quite a while. But there we go. That's another war done, folks. Only 2 more nations that we have to fight. Gonna be a while before we fight them, but yeah. And that's a wrap on infrastructure as well. The policy is not that good, but whatever. Yes, I have been coalition. There are 6 coalition members. Okay. Wait, what the hell? How the hell did Meng Quang get a cardinal? So now these guys are gonna be kind of like perma-curia controller. Was it like an event cardinal or something like that? But if it was, how has no one else gotten an event cardinal? Yeah, Pope still doesn't exist, by the way. Yeah, look, when you click on him, he's supposed to show up here. If not, just the last nation that you clicked on, which is myself, shows up. Damn, I wish I got a cardinal. Okay, guys, maybe, or wait, where's Andalusia? I never saw them so far. Oh, there they are, in Switzerland. Count Muhammad VIII Walter. Seems legit. Meanwhile, a reformed spawn as well, as you saw when I showed off the cardinal or whatever. This is how far this has spread so far. Yo, this is a strange way for the religious map mode to go. It seems that Yaka spawned a body. I guess their capital is probably, yeah, it's right there, the Abadi province, Muscat. So that's why they've been converting everything. Nice. I'm manually getting these guys out of the coalition. There we go. Jared left as well. I'm improving with Kola. Kola should leave next. Yep. And there we go. Coalition has disbanded. AE is still high-ish. So I think we go in on these guys. I mean, obviously we go in on these guys. And then Yan will be the last war. And it's not even that bad now because I made them end a couple of alliances. Perfect, man. Perfect. Let's go in. It's only 2 provinces anyway. Yeah, let's drag in the boys. And they're willing to accept. There's 2 more provinces. These were admittedly pretty high dev. That's 30 dev, so everyone's mad again. I think I will be re-coalition here, but that's okay, boys, because we probably... Let's actually check out these guys' province war score cost. It's 110. 110 minus... Actually, I do need Savoy, damn. Minus 9 and 8. Okay. Yeah. We can take everything we need from Yan in just 1 war, so... Let's go ahead and chill again, wait for the coalition to redisband, probably, and we'll get ready for our final war. I like it, I like it. You know, I've been keeping an eye out on Montferrat right here. They've been having a decent game. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I have been re-coalitioned, obviously, but something I noticed, Tonga has taken exploration ideas. we finally have a chance for colonialism, ladies and gentlemen. But it's still not spawning. 1530, damn. Oh, finally! Dumfries. Iraq was colonizing after all. Yeah, they took exploration for the third one, man. Yeah, a lot of, you know, random nations take exploration sometimes, but, you know, the scripted guys like Castile and Portugal and whatnot that always take it for their first one didn't, so that's why we were waiting for so long. But yeah, it spawned in Iraq. I guess we can go ahead and dev it up now. We do have lots of points. I was just looking at the dev map mode right now, ladies and gentlemen. It seems we only have like 2 3-dev provinces and 1 4-dev one, so yeah, everything is looking pretty decent, man, I gotta say. France over here, looking like a pretty nice region, pretty developed. Southern, Southern Iberia is decent. You know, Great Britain and Ireland are decent right here. Yeah, cool. All right, gonna dev it in Montpellier here because it is really cheap. Already got it down to 18. If we bump it up just a couple of more times, 27, but back down to 20. Yeah, colonialism, we'll be able to easily get it up here. We just need to do everything in order because we do have equal amount of points-ish. There we go, 1 extra dev click, but there we go. Colonialism is present. Obviously, we do need to wait for it to spread, but we can activate advancement here and here to speed it up a bit. Of course, it sucks that it's close to Yuan, but they'll get it anyway. Obviously, we gotta do it even though we're Catholic because we don't got... Look, more guys have gotten cardinals. Samsky in Iraq now. How do they get them? Now, there's one. Where was Samsky? I forgot. But no, Iraq doesn't have one either. Unless it's somewhere in the New World or something. And Samsky is down here. Wait, they don't have one either. But no, it says that they do. Where are they then? Yeah, actually, probably in the New World, because Samsky is colonizing too. Look, exploration for their third one, man. So did Tonga. Kandy didn't. Tokugawa did. Kola. Yeah, Kola they did as well. And Coalition has disbanded again. I am going to wait a little bit, though. I want to get, like, colonialism, build up the army even more. Ooh, can we run another stack? We just might be able to. Let's see, 25. Yeah. Okay, let me build up the template right here. It's probably pretty expensive. 25 for 7. And it'll cost 634. Yeah, let's gather up some money for that. Actually, we might, yes, we can get burger loans right there. There we go. So let's put down that second stack. It'll take us over 4 Slumite, but not by that much. Not by that much. We can actually put down a couple of regimental camps that'll help out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there we go. That's enough. Just took admin 10 as well. What can we get here that once again meshes well with our national ideas, man? Probably something else. Army related. Quantity, no. Offensive, yes. All right, there we go. It's spread to 3 provinces. It will cost 2,000 ducats to embrace, and we're already in pretty heavy debt right here because I built up the second army. But I just wanted to get that, and now, after we turn off all of these edicts, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready to declare our final war on the Holy Roman Emperor of Yan, Emperor Zanji I de Aumont. Yeah, all of my boys will come in, their boys will come in, but now we outnumber them significantly. Perfect. All right, let's get into position. Final war time. Okay, armies are in position. Let's go ahead and declare for, well, the only thing we gotta claim on, Lorraine. Call in all of these guys, and there we go. A nice little force of religion right there, and there we go, folks. The war is done. Super, super quick. And now that that's done, we can go ahead and finally accomplish our goal for this campaign, which was to conquer the entire region of France. Sure, a little arbitrary, I guess, perhaps only because I chose to start here, but like I said in the intro of the video, I wanted to look for a nation that can be powerful, for example, with good national ideas, like Hindustan, but that starts off in a non-powerful position. Sure, could have we conquered all of this as Senwi by now? Yes, but Senwi, they got generic national ideas and they already started off super strong. Yuan would have been an interesting one as well, I think, especially since they're a Horde and Orthodox, which is really good, but they started off a bit too powerful for my liking. I wanted, you know, someone famous, someone small, but yeah, there we go. That's that war done. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get coalition by the entirety of the HRE, but we do own all of France. Nice. Don't worry, I'm not ending it. I'm gonna wait to core everything up, even though we don't have the points. Sure. And there we have it. Every single province has been cored up, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's what you waited for. Not really, but we can go ahead and take something like this. But yeah, man, after starting off as Hindustan with one of the most obscure mechanics in EU4, and let me know in the comments, by the way, if you knew about random setup and if you want me to do something like this again, although I think it's silly enough for doing it just one time. We started off with like 30-ish dev, ended up number 2 on the Great Powers list, just behind Xenmu right here, who, you know, they were a behemoth already at the start, stayed the number 1 Great Power. You guys saw the development map mode at the start of the game, man. There was like 2 dev provinces and whatnot. We've left off with just, three dev provinces right here. Everything else has been devved up pretty nicely. You know, the economy never really took off, but I guess that's because, you know, there were so many low dev provinces, high inflation, lots of forts right here, and building up big armies. Even though I've put down almost every single marketplace that's relevant, we need 3 more right here. Most production buildings have been put down, a lot of churches as well, army buildings here and there too. The economy is really something that works really differently in this game, and even if someone is seemingly big, they tend to be not that powerful. For example, and look, man, you know, you'd have like 200k if you own this in regular EU4 or whatnot. But yeah, overall a super fun game, man. Yeah, that was the most obscure mechanic in EU4 that I can think of. A random setup right here. Who the hell plays with this? Maybe if you want to put down like a bunch of random nations or something like that. But yeah, that was our run as little French Catholic Hindustan right here. Overall, super fun. Now, let's take a look at the map and try and find some nations and see if they've lived. Okay, I have revealed the world. This is what it looks like. So North America, pretty standard. Hey, the guys I created are still here. Nice. North America, pretty standard. We got a pretty powerful Delhi down here. Karagwe, Orochoni. Catalonia is over here. Germian and Zulu. Mori, Wadai. Yeah, Paderborn, Brunei, Agadir. Sicily over here. Yaka's pretty big. Osage, France is still alive. Milhouse, Doti, Zapotec. Kuch over here. Huge Baluchistan. And look, man, if that's way less than what Ming has over here. Larakia, Micmac. Chiska is dominant in Japan, apparently. Hey, that's Byzantium. There we go. They are alive in what you call it, man, in Indonesia. That's insane. Any cool guys? Bulgaria and New Zealand. Ansbach and Tonga, Ethiopia's here. Haishi, Danzig, Rum is in Australia. Yeah, cool things have happened all around the world. Who's in Hawaii? Oh, Hawaii. Did someone form? Yeah, someone must have formed Hawaii here, man. Or no? Province history? Rothenburg. Okay, very cool. But yeah, that is what the rest of the world ended up looking like. I think it's pretty cool to do this as a one-off. Give it a shot if you haven't already, man. It's pretty funky, especially if you try and find like a nation that's like supposed to be powerful, but you know, not that big at the start and in a weak position like I just did with Hindustan. Super nice. But yeah, I think that's been it for the most obscure mechanic in EU4. That's it for me for now. See you next time.